What's happening, everyone? Steve here, and today I'm going to show you how to use the smart cruise control system inside of Jeep vehicles. Now, this is the Jeep Compass, but this process is going to work the exact same across the entire vehicle lineup. Let's dive into it because it's really straightforward. So, if we take a look along our steering wheel, we've got a series of different buttons that are available. The button that's here is going to be the one that's going to turn the system on. So when we press that button, you can see it on the, oh, can you? There you go, yeah, you can see it on the steering wheel there. Let me get the wheel out of your way a teeny little bit. There we go. So you can see the system actually activate, and then we've got our distance indicator. So it's how close or how far do we want to be away from the vehicle that's in front of us. So it's really a matter of preference there, but I normally set it at that 2 mark, and then from there we can either set, we can cancel, or we can resume. So start driving, I'll kind of explain it as we go. So we're driving along, we're going to turn the system on, and we're gonna pick the speed that we'd like. So we're gonna say 30 kilometers an hour right now, and we're gonna start driving. So car is taking us, we're going 30 kilometers an hour right now across this bend. And if we want to, we can increase or decrease. So it's 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time. It's gonna take a second or two in order to increase to whatever speed we've set if we've increased it. If for whatever reason something's going on around us, we could always hit the brake. We can hit the resume button, so along the far right side, in order to bring us right back up to our set speed again. So same idea, it's going to take a second or two for that to do it. So we cancel it out if we want to that way. We hit resume if we want to essentially enable the system again. And then we either increase or decrease 1 kilometer or 1 mile per hour at a time. And then we've also got our highway drive assist. So that assist essentially is going to not be self-driving, but it's going to keep us perfectly balanced in our lane as well, which is fantastic. We've got a few other lane keeping buttons essentially, or lane keeping modes, so the vehicle can help us out with a few things. So some basics such as keeping us balanced in our lane, which I did mention there. It can gently nudge us back into our lane, give us a little bit of a steering wheel shake, or a little bit of a mixture of both, all done through that middle screen there, which is amazing. All right, but let's get going. All right, so we are on an 80 road right now, so I'm going to get us up to speed. Perfect, and we are cruising along at 80 now. So I've got the highway assist turned on right now, so as long as it recognizes the lane markings, it's going to keep us balanced in our lane, which is fantastic. I did mention, so if we have that system turned off, so if we've pushed the little steering wheel icon, it's going to keep us not balanced in our lane, but it's going to nudge us into our lane if we start to veer over one way or the other without signaling. So we can see one lane goes yellow as we start to approach, it's going to go red as we cross over, and then it'll gently nudge us into our lane as necessary there. But if it recognizes that we're perfectly balanced in our lane, it's just going to keep us nice and balanced there, which is fantastic. But you can see there, like easily adjusting, turning on, off, we can increase, decrease very simply. I do like that we've got the different distance indicators. So how close or far away do we want to be from the vehicle that's in front of us? So just general safety setting, if you personally feel more comfortable being a little bit further away from the car in front of you, you do have that as an option, which is fantastic. I love the new digital cluster screen though. It's really, really nice. Not available in every Jeep vehicle, available in some of them, but it is really great that we've got that available as an option there. Okay, this is going to be useful. So the cars in front of me are all slowing down because the speed limit is dropping. So that means that we are automatically going to start slowing down here too, which is great. And we are dropping speed. So we've got to drop speed down to 60 anyways. But you can see there, so I've dropped us down to 60, car slowing us down. But the car in front of us has slowed down even more, and we're now hovering at 59, 60, which is great. So the idea behind the adaptive cruise control is it's a set it and forget it cruise. We set it at 60, 80, 100, whatever the case may be. If the car in front of us slows down, ours is automatically going to brake. They change lanes, pick up speed, whatever the case may be. It's going to drop us back or lift us up to our set speed again, which is amazing. But a very straightforward system. Now, like I said, I'm on a regular residential road right now, and it's keeping me perfectly balanced in the lanes here as we go, and the adaptive cruise system is active. So car in front of me is now slowing down. Like, we're coming down to a complete stop, and I mean, as you can see there, the car is slowing me down. Like, I've got it set at 60, it's got me at 32, dropping very, very quickly. 31, 1, 5, 7, 6, 4, right down to a full stop. Yes! All the way down to a full stop, which is amazing. So it's a very, very smart system from that perspective. And it's a system that I really do love. Like, I love manufacturers that have this available in their vehicles. So as I mentioned, it's not a feature that's going to be standard across the entire Jeep lineup. It is available though in pretty much every trim level, there's packaged options that would give you the adaptive cruise system. Where the system really comes into play is if you tend to go on distance trips. And the reason, and then you just press the resume button there and it's going to start driving us forward again. But where I was going with that is that if you're the type of person where you go on longer distance trips, like I just did a 5,000 kilometer road trip out east in a car that didn't have these types of settings, and I wish it did. And the reason why is because you could kind of relax for a second, kind of throw your hands up if you want to, because 5,000 kilometers, gripping that steering wheel, it kind of hurts like a teeny little bit sometimes, but it is nice that we've got that available there as an option though. I love it. There are all sorts of crazy features that Jeep vehicles have, the steering wheel especially. I love how we do have the option on right in behind the steering wheel to be able to change songs, radio stations, and things like that. It's a really, really cool feature. We can adjust volume on our right side. We can change presets and things like that on the left. It is a really, really cool system. It's nice though. It's really nice. And we're coming down to another stop again, so we can really see how this system works and how nice it is to literally bring us right down to a complete stop. It's really, really useful. Rapid stop, and my foot's completely off the brake. I wish, hold on, POV view. My foot is off the brake completely. It's the car doing all the work right now, which is brilliant. So that's how you use the adaptive cruise control system inside of Jeep vehicles. Really straightforward, but if you run into any problems, you have any questions, drop down in the comment section below and let me know. More than willing to talk you through issues that you might be having. But if you found this one useful, thumbs up, share it with your social networks, and until I see you next time, take care.